U.S. grows frustrated over Europe's delayed economic aid to Ukraine.
Here's a summary of the article.
Tensions are rising between the United States and its Western allies over Ukraine's deteriorating economy, as American officials increasingly prod the European Union to ramp up financial assistance to the war-torn country. On several occasions this week during meetings of global financial leaders in Washington, Treasury Secretary Janet L. Yellen called on her international counterparts to accelerate both the speed and amount of money going to Ukraine. Yellen was joined in that push by Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky and Ukrainian Prime Minister Denis Shmyhal, who virtually addressed a World Bank meeting of top financial officials on Wednesday.
This post received a score of 15,000, with an upvote ratio of 89%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Very recently announced 3 more billions military aid. Also in the article, the EU has been welcoming millions of refugees from Ukraine and has been taking care of them on EU territory. All this needs to be taken into account when discussing the overall extent of the support and assistance, a European official added.
It's also easy for the US to introduce sanctions on Russia when there was almost no trade between the two countries. It's the European economy that is hurting under these sanctions.
These comment sections need a quiz system to comment. The quiz is about content in the article, and to be able to comment one needs to be able to answer correctly.
That's actually a really cool idea. Although if it were to come to fruition, there would be almost no comments on Reddit. People love talking about and giving their opinions on shit that they don't understand in the slightest.
Based on the quality of 99% of Reddit comments, that sounds like a good thing.
Goddamn Washington Post paywall. Non-serviam.
Reader view FTW.
Kinda hard to be frustrated when Europe is experiencing the brunt of the economic impact with sanctions against Russia. Let's all hold the line together.
It wouldn't surprise me that the US was the majority since we're the largest country, economy, etc. Although it also wouldn't surprise me if our support was disproportionate to those metrics, but I get the impression we're not hurting ourselves here. Anyway, obviously I don't know what I'm talking about. XD, but hopefully the informal alliance against Russian fascism is all sharing proportionately in the sacrifices needed.
All this while we already have 1.2 million Syrian refugees to care for in the same way. Energy costs are going up and economy is going into recession. We still give about 1.4 billion in economic help and send what we can spare in military equipment. I know that Poland is giving shelter to even more refugees while not having such a strong economy, and many other countries are doing what they can.
Thank you.
These comments are increasingly full of propagandistic lunatics. Literally zero nuanced discussion. Tons of inflammatory junk.
They really should read the article. They are specifically talking about economic aid, not military aid, and call out that the EU pledged 11 billion, but have only disbursed 3 billion. The US is pressuring them to release the other 8 billion they pledged, and to give Ukraine grants instead of loans. But, the economic situation is much worse in EU than it is in the US, and the EU has much larger hurdles to jump over than the US does when disbursing aid. No one seems to have read the article.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.